What is our next? We'll always have a place at Hogwarts.
Well done. Your performance thus far has been excellent. I must say you've exceeded my expectations.
Thank you, Professor.
However, that does not mean you should become complacent. Your education is only just beginning.
To truly succeed at Hogwarts, you must be willing to challenge yourself.
I'll do my best, Professor. You're starting an art club, Lottie?
I'm trying to, but so far the response has been less than enthusiastic.
Some seem interested in picking up a brush, but the second I mention researching the Hogwarts portraits, their eyes always glaze over.
You just have to show them how interesting it can be. Know of any portraits with tragic backstories, depictions of unsung heroes?
Come to think of it, yes. If you're not too busy, could I take you on the rounds to get your feedback on a few options? I'm quickly realizing that my idea of interesting is very different from most.
Of course, Lottie. Anything to help get your art club off the ground. Let me drop off my books and I'll meet back up with you.
Okay, so this is how we do missions now.
Oh, you're here. What do you think of this painting?
I think, well, if I'm being frank, I think it's quite soppy. Sorry.
I could see how you'd feel that way at first glance, but why don't you take a closer look?
Are there two wands in her hand?
Yes, good catch. This is a portrait of Etheldrada Bloodworth, who discovered that her fiancé was pursuing the dark arts in order to get revenge against the Muggles who killed his mother in the witch hunts. It depicts the moment immediately after she was forced to raise her wand against him.
I can't imagine how conflicted poor Etheldrada must have felt. It's no wonder she looks so upset.
I've always said that we can learn a lot about the past, present, and even the future from portraits, if we're willing to listen.
Well said, young witch. It has been quite some time since a student took such interest in us portraits. Not since that Simon Talmadge lad, I believe.
Simon? Did you say Simon? Gosma, you know who Lady Etheldrada's talking about?
Sorry I didn't read that, guys.
Oh, yes, we're the best of friends. Or rather, we were 183 years ago. Oh, for some reason, everyone tends to suddenly remember stuff they have to do when I come around. But not Simon. We talk and play for hours. I even showed him my third favorite hiding spot, the one hidden behind the painting of...
Wait a moment. Did you say there's a secret room behind the painting?
Not just a room, a whole corridor full of them.
That sounds perfect for your art club, Lottie. If you tell people that you meet in a secret clubhouse, everyone's going to want to join. Gossamer, where exactly is this hiding spot of yours?
I'll show you. Come.
Okay. Now we gotta follow Gossamer to the hideout. There's a still learning common room. Potions classroom. Medical studies classroom.
This is it! Behind this painting is a corridor full of rooms, each grander than the last. Though it seems different from what I remembered.
This is exactly what I need to drum up interest in my art club, Gossamer. So, how do we get in?
Sorry, I just can't shake the feeling that something's missing from this painting. Now, what did you say again?
I asked how we get the painting to open up.
Oh, that. Haven't a clue.
How do you not know? It's your third favorite hiding spot, isn't it?
Yes, but it's not as if I've actually had to use the door, being a portrait and all. Though I do vaguely recall Simon placing an enchantment on the portrait to keep telltales out.
I wonder if you have to say a password or perform some sort of action to enter, like you do to get into the house common rooms.
Why don't we ask the nearby portraits if they remember anything? If Simon's as memorable as Etheldreda made him seem, it's possible we could pick up a clue or two.
Good idea.
Simon Talmadge. Now there's a name I haven't heard in ages. Poor lad had such a hard time fitting in, and the other kids bullied him for it. Got so desperate for someone to confide in that he made friends with us. Of course, being seen talking to portraits only made him an even bigger target.
Those kids even destroyed his paintings once. He was really upset, so I showed him this hiding spot to cheer him up. He was so excited to turn it into his own private art studio. But Gwydion...
Gwydion Idris. Scamp if I ever saw one. Always did the opposite of what he was told. Always managed to rope Simon into doing the same too. He was real charismatic that way.
Yes! Simon Talmadge and his friends came here often. A rather eclectic lot, if my memory serves. It's my understanding
That they commandeered the hidden space behind the painting for their clubhouse. Do you have any idea how they were able to get in? The only thing I can recall is that the sleeping dragon in the painting would snort flame every time they entered, as if laughing.
Oh, that's right! There was a sleeping dragon in this painting before. Simon added it to this otherwise boring old landscape. I can't believe I forgot.
Simon Talmadge? I always thought the boy was a bit off. Once I caught him staring at the painting you're talking about. He kept mumbling the Hogwarts school motto, Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus, over and over to himself. I thought he had gone mad. I cannot say I was surprised when I heard what had happened to him.
What do you mean, what had happened to him?
Oh, excuse me. I think I hear someone calling my name.
So we know that this painting used to be a landscape before Simon added a sleeping dragon onto it, that the dragon would laugh before the door opened, that Simon had a notoriously rebellious friend, and that he was overheard mumbling, Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandis, while viewing the painting. Everything seems to point to the dragon being the key to getting inside, but where could it be?
Perhaps it's been hidden. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, the draw.
But unfortunately, the passageway's still locked. What do you think we should do next?
Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus translates to never tickle a sleeping dragon. Knowing that Simon deliberately chose to paint a sleeping dragon, and that he had a rebellious streak, I think the key to opening the door is to do the exact opposite of what the motto advises. In other words, we need to tickle the dragon.
Huh, there we go.
Worked! You're so clever.
Agreed. Nice thinking.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let's go in. Pinterest, mannequins, never seen photographs.
I'm so sorry, Gossamer, but it has been almost 200 years since you last saw them, hasn't it? A lot can change in that amount of time.
You don't understand. This place was never supposed to change.
If you don't mind me asking, what exactly was this place?
It was our clubhouse. No, not just that. It was our place, where no one would bother or bully us. We could do whatever we wanted here. Be whatever we wanted here.
So it was a safe space?
Actually, now that I think about it, that's exactly what Gwydion called it when he pitched the idea to Simon. A safe space for anyone who doesn't belong. Originally, it was just for me, him, and Simon. But over the years, we recruited more and more people.
Ah, so a safe haven for where people don't feel like they belong.
No, I never really thought about it like that, but... Yes, I suppose it was, wasn't it? It was supposed to be here for anyone who needed it, long after we were gone. I suppose that's why it's so sad to see it empty like this. I never even got to say goodbye to everyone.
Poor Gossamer. I wish there was something we could do to cheer him up.
Maybe we can make this place. Maybe we can make this as lovely as I used to, but there's certain things within our powers that we could do.
What if we clean the place up? It won't bring his friends back, but it might be easier for Gossamer to cope if the space doesn't look so abandoned.
What's this?
That's a great idea. Let's do it now so we can...
Sorry. I wonder if Gossamer feels right now the room is much cleaner.
What's this?
We noticed how upset seeing this place run down was making you, so we tidied it up.
It's not much, but we hope it cheers you up a bit.
It does. Thank you, you two.
You know, Gossamer, I've been thinking. Instead of dwelling on the past, why don't you start looking ahead to the future? Why not carry on where you left off and help a new generation of Hogwarts students create a place where they can be themselves?
You mean get this place up and running again? That's a brilliant idea. I'm going to try my best to make it an even more welcoming place than before. But I'm probably going to need your help, if you don't mind.
Of course we don't mind, Gossamer. It sounds fun.
Well, I mind.
Simon? You're a ghost? And you look as you did when I last saw you. But wait, wouldn't that mean... How? Why? What happened to you?
I don't want to talk about it. And I don't want you here. Any of you. Leave.
I don't understand. Is this some sort of joke? Did I do something wrong? Are you mad at me?
No, it's not. Things change. People change.
Maybe we should just go. We can always find somewhere else to...
No! This place was Gwydion's dream, not somewhere else. Here. Don't you remember, Simon? Don't you still want to see his dream through?
Look around you, Gossamer. Everyone and everything is gone. This place has long been forgotten. Gwydion's dream is dead.
It is not. Not as long as we're still here to see it through.
It probably will be hard work, but Gossamer's our friend. We'll do whatever it takes to help him achieve his goal.
Simon, are you really prepared to just abandon Gwydion's dream like this?
Bah. Do what you want, but leave me out of it.
The Simon I knew was never so cynical. He'd never just give up like that. What happened to him after I was sealed away?
Like this secret clubhouse, time seems to have done a number on him.
Don't worry, Gossamer. Once we start fixing this place up, he'll come round.
I hope so.
Ooh. I think this is amazing too. Wrestle space unlocked. Who are you? To think Clubhouse and Dream are both alive again after all this time. How Casa wishes you could see this, Gwydion. Hello? Do not sneak up on Casa like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Just wanted to know if something you needed. No, but Casa knows there's something you need to restore this whole clubhouse. Furniture. Fortunately, Casa knows where to find it, and is here to help. Casa will go out and collect furniture and goods you can decorate clubhouse with. All you need to do is cover cost. What Casa brings will be surprised, but it is Agent Crazy's to keep. That sounds great. How can I get in touch with you when I need you? Just keep fire lit and Casa will know to drop by. You can also find Casa around Castle, visiting other students. Casa looks forward to working with you. Casa also has a gift for Agent Crazy. These are furnitures from each house from Casa's collection. Agent Crazy could choose from their own house or another house. Casa's sure that Agent Crazy will like them. Ooh, even called rumination. No, we don't have that. We do got achievements. Collect 10 different cards. I didn't participate in the New Year's thing because I wasn't there.
There you are. You know how I've been brainstorming ways to cheer up Simon in the hopes that he'll open up to me? Well, I've come up with a brilliant plan that's sure to get through to him.
Am I missing something, or is this just an empty wall?
The wall's empty now, but it used to be where Simon hung up his favorite and most prized paintings. I'm not sure what happened to all of them, but some have got to still be here at Hogwarts. If I track those down and hang them back up, I'm sure it'd mean a lot to him. Do you think you two could help me find Simon's missing paintings and bring them back here? I do it myself, but being a portrait makes that challenging, to say the least.
Of course, Gossamer. That's what friends are for. Besides, I've admittedly gotten rather invested in Simon's story. So, where should we start?
Simon had a lot of favorites. A portrait of former Minister of Magic Josephina Flint standing on her head. A painting of a unicorn grazing in the forest. A tapestry of a noble dragon slaying a corrupt knight. But I think we should start with the inflated girl portrait he painted in his 3rd year. He always seemed particularly fond of it. To tell you the truth, I found it a bit odd and couldn't understand why Simon favored it when he painted much more beautiful portraits. But if any of his paintings are going to knock him out of his funk, it's that one. I know I've seen it around the castle somewhere recently. I just can't remember where
Why don't we ask some of the other portraits? They were a big help to us before, and a peculiar portrait like that one is bound to be memorable.
Let's go talk to Robin.
Hi, Robin. Is something wrong?
Everything is wrong.
Ooh.
In fact, I can't imagine anything will be right again. And it's all my fault.
No need to blame yourself.
What happened?
I can't tell you. It's too awful.
It can't be that bad.
Come on, Robin. It can't be that bad.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, it can. It's terrible. Horrible, even.
Tell us.
But if you must know,
You what?
I miss the bloody bludger. I miss the bludger, which then hit our chaser, causing them to drop the quaffle instead of scoring the goal that would have given us a 150-point lead.
I'm sorry, Robin, but 140 points is still a big lead, isn't it?
Sure, as long as the opposing seeker doesn't catch the snitch, because your teammate tried to cut across the pitch to help and instead knocked your own seeker off course.
Oh, that is rough. But it's not your fault.
How is it not my fault?
Well, it's not entirely your fault. I mean, it's a team sport, right?
Yes, and my team hates me. I'll never be happy again. My life is ruined. That's why I came to Hagrid's. I thought maybe he could feed me to a blast-ended Scroot. I deserve it.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. I'm sure Hagrid will have something to cheer you up. Come on, let's go.
Let's follow Robin to Hagrid's.